All right, so I think I have some exciting updates for you guys today. It's Sunday. Two of the games have already been played, so we're at the halfway mark. We have two more games that have to go on today. So the Patriots and the Texans will play at 3, and then the Bears and Rams will play later on tonight at 6:30. So yesterday, the Broncos and the Bills played. It went to overtime, 33-30. Broncos, kind of a strange game. Josh Allen had, and his team, I should say, had 5 turnovers, which is really hard to win in those type of situations. Josh Allen had some great moments, but then he also had some moments that he just had turnovers and the decisions that he made. It's kind of a weird game overall. The Broncos played well, but for a team that got 5 turnovers, usually that's a bigger spread there. But anyway, the game went to overtime, and of course, Bo Nix gets hurt and is out for the rest of the season, which is that just stinks in my opinion. So we'll see how that plays out over the next week or two. I think, I mean, I think the Broncos will probably get eliminated next week, either by the Patriots or Texans. I don't think that's exactly a hot take at this point, but if the Texans can win today, I would love that personally. And Nico comes back next week. I think that would be an exciting game for them, and then they'll make it to the Super Bowl. I would think the Patriots, getting themselves back into this situation. If they win today and then they beat the Broncos next week and end up back in the Super Bowl again this quickly after the whole Tom Brady situation, making this pivot back to Drake May, that's mean. You can't make that up, man. And most teams are lucky to make it to the Super Bowl once every 10 or 15 years, right? So it is what it is, right? It's just a good franchise, I guess, at the end of the day. So Seahawks beat the brakes up with the 49ers. It was a beatdown from bell to bell, basically. Shaheed had a pretty awesome game. I'm going to check out that point total in a minute. The 49ers are just too banged up. I mean, it stinks for Kyle Shanahan and Christian McCaffrey, Brock Purdy, George Kittle. I mean, once Kittle went down, I think it was pretty much over at that point. So Seahawks are in the next round. Then you have the Bears and Rams playing later on tonight. I think it's going to be the Rams, me personally, but I mean the Bears got some fight in them, so you never know. And they're well coached as well. So I think the defense might be a liability, but we'll see how it plays out. Jumping into our teams, so we got some exciting stuff today. I think the big winner was KW9 from the Seahawks. He was the biggest beneficiary from yesterday's game. I was really happy about that because I had Kenneth Walker during the regular season. I think I drafted him on one of my teams that I think I drafted him in like the fourth, fifth, or sixth round, somewhere in there. So like a pretty high draft capital at that point. And I was expecting Kenneth Walker to have an incredible season, just scoring, double digit points every single week, carrying my team. And I think we all know, if you've been following the Seahawks or you just know how fantasy football works, I think you kind of know how that season played out. I mean, they really turned him into a situational. They really split that running back into a committee with Kenneth Walker and then Zach Charbonnet. I mean, hey, Charbonnet is a good running back in his own right, but I mean, he was the one that mostly got those critical downs, and he also got those red zone opportunities and goal line opportunities as well. So it really nerfed Kenneth Walker and his value. So yesterday, him just going off like that yesterday, I mean, I recognize it was mostly game script, but I mean, I'll have to show you his point total if I can find him. I'm going to find him. Don't worry. But I mean, I think he had like 35 points. I mean, I was so happy for him. I know he's on a few of my teams, so I think that was a critical piece for me this week to get me through, hopefully. I'll find him. Oh, maybe he's in this one. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Seahawks and Texans. This is one that I'm hoping that I can get through because I would love this matchup. So I have Caleb Williams, Sam Darnold, Kenneth Walker. You have 30 points. There we go. And then I'll have Woody Marks or DeAndre Swift to help flex that position. I'm excited about that. JSN only had 940, which is fine. Obviously, you want more points from them, but I think it was mostly game script dependent there. And then Shaheed had 870. I thought he would have had more, but that kickoff, he had a return for a touchdown. So that was a that was a pretty cool play there. I think Nico Collins missing kind of doesn't help, but then I have Loveland and then Higgins. Um, so I'm hoping that they can push this 61.06 points. I hope they can push this through. So, hey, there's plenty of games left to be played. But anyway, Kenneth Walker had 34 points. Let's see who this guy has. He had Josh Allen. I'm not surprised by that. Okay, so he has Josh Jacobs and then Zach Charbonnet has only had 2 points, so Jacobs is gone. But then he has Williams. And then Shakir had a 11-point game. Okay, and then Kincaid had a touchdown. That's right. He had 1730. So overall, a good game from him. And he also has Shaheed. And then let's see who else. He might be done. Actually, he's is that it? He's done. Okay. So, but I mean, like I said, I think some of these guys have a shot as well. Oh man, actually, I actually might have a shot at this one. Oh, I might have a shot. So the quarterbacks, Travis Etienne. Damn, I actually might have a shot at this one. Okay, awesome. I can do it. We'll see how this one plays out. But let's talk about a couple other things I was going to talk about. Obviously, these numbers are going to change just with the Josh Allen game, and there being two more games later on today. But yeah, let's talk about some of the teams that are doing well, and then we'll talk about some probabilities. But yeah, first, YouTube Team 3. Uh, I think we have 0 points here. Not the end of the world because we haven't had anybody play yet. Do we have players playing? Is question number one, and we do. So who's active? We have C.J. Stroud, Kyron Williams, Corum. Then we have Puka, who could probably score 50 points. I'm kidding. He could probably score 20. Then Nico Collins missing, Hurts, Parkinson's available. So this is going to be a pretty light day, in my opinion. But we'll see who's in first place. 65 points in first place. So YouTube Team 3 might be dying today, but hopefully we can pivot and have some other horses to work with. So actually, this guy might be done. That might be his final score. He's got DJ more. He has Burden, actually. He can bump this up a little bit more. Swift, yeah, he can keep going. And Caleb Williams, you never know. He could pass 23. You never know. But anyway, so that's YouTube Team 3. A couple of teams up the top, like even though they're in first place right now, yeah, see, like they're so close. We'll look at his first. Brock Purdy, Bo Nix. It seems yeah. There you go. Um, okay, so he's done. That's his final score. So I'm ahead of him. Josh Allen, Cooks, R.J. Harvey, Charbonnet, Woody Marks. So you never know. Stephon Diggs, Shakir, Kincaid, Moore, Keon Coleman. Um, okay, so the issue with this team, even if I make it to the next round, like that's great, but it's done since Josh Allen and Cooks. Josh Allen, James Cook is gone, and pretty much every bill that you see there. So this team's, even if I make it survive this week, it's gone. Same thing with this team here. Um, so Josh, yeah, like I said, yeah, pretty straightforward here on this one. Bears and Bills here, pretty much cover that Super Bowl outcome there, which is not going to happen now. You never know. Bears could take off there. The Rams sprayed. What I mean by that is I picked Rams and then I couldn't complete the other team, so basically Stafford. Ooh, ooh. Okay. Let's see what I'm reacting to that. So Stafford will put up points. Kenneth Walker putting up 34. So Kyron and Ramadre will put up points as well. And I think then missing Kincaid now, but Puka. Um, let's see. But I mean, he put up a great game. That's good. And then missing these two Bills, and then I have Colby Parkinson. So I think this team might have a shot. We'll see how it plays out. But anyway, we'll see. Uh, some other teams here, real quick. Um, oh yeah. So the biggest pot that I had was his Gauntlet return. So I shipped in a few more this week. So where are you at? We'll just pick the first one, and then that'll be it for me. 99 points. Okay, let's check this out. 99 points, Josh Allen. Yeah, rest in peace. James Cook, Kenneth Walker. Okay. Okay. So that's pretty sweet. That's pretty sweet. Okay. I'll do one more and then we'll pivot. Okay, I love it, man. I can't get enough of this shit. Okay, there we go. Okay, so this seems very much alive for now, at least. So Sam Darnold, Bo Nix, um, yeah, yeah, RJ Harvey, Kenneth Walker the third, and then Charbonnet. I don't know what his actual way. I'll have to look into it. Then JSN, Sutton, Troy Franklin, Shaheed Barner. I mean, that's pretty clean right there. I might have that one. We'll see. He's got May. He's got Ramadre. Hey, he might come back, actually. He's got some more players to go for. So, anyway, that's enough of that. I guess we can look at this real quick. So, right now, I haven't refreshed this, but according to this, on the mitten three, I have three out of the 21 teams that are advancing. Let's refresh it. That was the probability. So, there's no scores, the projections here. Let's see how it's looking right now. I think. Oh, it went down to two. Well, that sucks. Let's go back in time. I think those were the two that we probably just looked at. So anyway, I'm gonna anyway. That's that's a cool resource. But yeah, let's talk about the probabilities real quick. So Broncos most likely going to be facing the Patriots according to this site, and then the Seahawks most likely going to be playing the Rams according to this site. But then we go over here and let's see, is it up to date? Let me refresh this just to make sure. Okay, so 73% now for the Seahawks. That seems higher than it was. 60% for the Broncos, still pretty high. The Patriots have 22, Rams at 18, Texans at 18, and then the Bears at 9. Womp womp. So, anyway, that's the probabilities that we're looking at here. The Seahawks are still the favorite, and then the Broncos are 27. So, no real surprises there. It's pretty much in order at this point. So yeah, but still, I still like the Texans odds. I still like the Rams odds. I could definitely see Rams versus Texans. I could see Rams versus Patriots. I could see Seahawks is running with the whole thing at this point. Um, I just trust the Rams more than the Seahawks offensively. I just am a big fan of Sean McVay. I wish he was our head coach for the Falcons, but yeah. Um, so anyway, I think that's pretty much everything I have to share with you guys at this point. The games will take on later today, and I'll provide an update then. Once we get a final score, I'll share that and kind of walk you guys through what's going on. And then hopefully, y'all have a team for next week, and we will continue competing and staying alive, surviving, and advancing. So, thank you guys for watching.